Hello friends, this video on System of Particles and Rotational Motion part 29 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. So what is rotational kinematics? Not only rotational kinematics, what is kinematics as such? When we say kinematics, it deals with the study of motion of objects without any reference to its causes. So that means it will talk about the motion of the object. Motion of the object means the velocity of the object, acceleration of the object, initial velocity, final velocity, time taken by the object to reach from this value of velocity to this value of velocity. So it will talk everything about the motion of the object, but it will not discuss anything about its causes. I mean, what caused the motion. Now generally, what causes motion? It is force or torque which causes motion. Force causes translational motion, torque causes rotational motion. So in kinematics, we will not talk much about the force or the torque part. We will only discuss about the motion of the objects. Right? So the quantities which describe the motion of a rotating body. What are the quantities that describe? Angular displacement, angular velocity, and angular acceleration. Right? Like in case of linear motion, we have linear displacement, linear velocity and acceleration. So in case of rotational motion, we have angular displacement, angular velocity and angular acceleration. So I have explained each of these in detail in our previous slides. So here we will see, we will actually look at the equations, the kinematical equations for rotational motion. The way we have the equations of motion for translation motion, similarly we have kinematical equations of rotational motion. So let us look at the equations. So we will look at the equation for translational motion and then we will look at the corresponding rotational motion so that it will become easier for you to remember things. So the first equation of motion in case of translational motion is v is equal to u plus at, where v is the final velocity, u is the initial velocity, a is the acceleration and t is the time taken. So what will be the corresponding equation in case of rotational motion? It will be equal to final angular velocity is equal to initial angular velocity plus acceleration, that is angular acceleration, into time taken. So omega is equal to omega naught plus alpha t. Okay. The next one was S is equal to S naught plus ut plus half at square, where S is the displacement, S naught is the initial displacement, and u was the initial velocity, t was the time taken, and a was the acceleration. Right? So in this case, this S is nothing but the angular displacement. So the angular displacement theta is equal to theta naught, that is the angular displacement at time t is equal to 0, plus initial velocity, that is initial angular velocity into time taken, plus half into angular acceleration into time square. Right? So similarly, let us look at the third kinematical equation. For translational motion, it was v square is equal to u square plus 2as. In this case, it will become omega square is equal to omega naught square plus 2 alpha theta. Right? So this is how we define the kinematical equations of rotational motion. So when we talk about rotational kinematics, we talk about nothing else other than these three equations of rotational motion. Now using these three equations, we can describe the rotational motion of any object. So that means at any instant of time, if we know its angular displacement, if we know its angular velocity, we can tell or we can describe its motion completely. Right? Okay. So this plot clearly shows the angular position of a rigid body. So whenever we talk about a rigid body, we have so many particles inside the rigid body. So let us consider this particle P naught. Initially it is at some position P naught. So the initial angular displacement is denoted as theta naught. After some time, the angular displacement changes from theta naught to theta in some time interval delta t. Right? Now as the angular displacement changes, your angular velocity also changes from omega naught to omega. Now as your angular velocity changes, there is sometimes an acceleration involved which is given by alpha. So this is how we actually describe the kinematics of rotational motion of a rigid body. right? So this was all about rotational kinematics, where we only deal with the motion of the object without giving any attention to the force or the torque which caused that motion. So here we only talk about the velocity, acceleration, angular displacement, and all these stuffs. Now,
Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.